Collective, there's a situation that has been very confusing and utterly distracting. Whatever this situation is, it's forced you to have to figure it out by yourself, come to your own conclusion, because a person, um, an industry, or something or someone that should be giving you the clarity isn't giving it to you, so you have to give it to yourself. That's the message that I'm getting for you, collective. And the reality behind the situation, the reality behind not getting the clarity, not knowing where you stand, is meant to fuel you in some capacity, for you to step into your own spotlight, for you to shine your own light. Okay? It's like a catalyst towards your prosperity, a catalyst to some type of life purpose that you have. That's the channeled message that I'm getting for you, collective. So out of nowhere, you're going to give yourself the clarity, and it's going to click. You're being spiritually asked and divinely guided to believe the clarity that you come to, the conclusion that you come to, where you don't. So this way, if someone tries to spin the block or someone tries to come back to you, you're not falling for more confusion. Okay, you're not trying to decipher or discern whether it's the truth or not. Whatever your angels reveal to you, believe them. Okay. Some of you guys, this is going to be disclosed to you by a friend. Others of you, you're going to discover it on your own. But for the vast majority, it's going to feel like a great awakening. Like you're awoke, you're aware, you got your head on straight. Whatever congestion, this could have also been creating congestion I'm hearing your lymph nodes, okay? Lymphatic system feels like it's being drained as well. There is some type of physical correlation between the spirit and the physical, of like, to explain, like, yeah, I've been having that confirmation. Yeah, I've been experiencing this. So some of you guys, this is provoked by simply just asking for time alone, asking for space to, make sense of everything. And then there's like a counter reaction, or there's a punishment or a result to you. Like, it seems like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't in a situation. And so you have to kind of accept that I did everything that I could in a situation, and my hands, it's like you have to choose if you want to wash your hands or not of some type of situation. I don't know. So let's go a little bit further. Let's see. Okay, because it's definitely time for you to step in to your own authority, right? Your own power. You're being divinely guided to be the leader in this situation, to take charge. And all that attention or focus that you were putting into this situation, this person, or whatever it is, you giving it to yourself is really going to transform your life in some area. This is your moment in the sun, I'm hearing. Growth. Regret and addiction. Oh, man. Okay. Self-punishment, that's what I'm getting here. Because you made the decision, you were taking on the bulk of the responsibility. You were taking on the bulk of the load. Because something didn't ask to be here. That's the vibe that I'm getting. The organization you started didn't ask to be here. You started it, And so if other people refuse to show up to work every day or apply themselves, it's like, I started this organization. For those of you where this is a relationship, the same thing is here. Children could be involved with growth, but let's say like one of the parents is not, like they have like addictions, or they struggle with applying themselves, okay? And because they don't grow up or they're not maturing, you you don't want to have, you don't want to feel like a failure, so you overcompensate for the lack of someone else's accountability, or how they show up. And that may have been something that you, wow, look at the spider eyes. Something that you made someone else's problem your own. That's what it looks like here. For some of you guys, it feels like you may have known that someone was immature and not on your level. But because you chose that person, you know how they say you lay down with a dog, you get fleas, right? Because you chose to lay down with something, because you chose to get into business, because you chose to get into bed, because you chose to do something, it's like you tried to see it all the way through. But then this person's problems, that the what comes with the company, what comes with the situation, became your problem too. And with surrender addiction, it's like you became obsessed with overworking, taking on more than you had to. And then when you look back at the situation and you're like, taking on this responsibility became more than you anticipated, more than you would have naturally. Like it's almost like I could do bad all by myself. I could do bad all by myself with this job and the headache that it's giving. I could do bad all by myself than with this relationship and what it comes with. Because it seems like someone else is stunting your growth. Something this has been preventing you from flourishing. And so I see you surrendering, like the giving this up. Like, this is not my problem. This is not my fight. But you have done everything that you could possibly do to shield, protect, and defend what you started. Defend the job, defend the relationship. Like, you tried everything. And so you are being acknowledged. Like, the universe is saying you did a good job. You know, they don't even want you focusing on the situation. This is like, you know what, I'm aware now. Whether it's a substance, food, a person, sex, overworking, your awareness that this is your kryptonite, this is your pattern. You being aware of your pattern is liberating you. And now you can heal from it because you know how to replace it with healthier options. You know how to slow down, to take care of yourself. Okay, you know that you need some space. And it seems like every time that you need space to kind of recover from something you were addicted to, it was held against you. You were being reprimanded, like you are not keeping up with the demands. You know, they say mental health is very serious. You know, let's get more messages. Toil and labor. I'm telling you. Something here had you overworking. Thoughts. Okay. And then we have concern. So you may be concerned about what retaliation comes from you pulling away from something that you agreed to. Because it seems like you don't want to be concerned. You don't want to have to doubt someone. You don't want to have to be worrying about what something is or if something is what it appears to be. You don't want to have to be looking over your shoulder if someone's lying to you or not. But you also know to keep the peace. To keep the peace, you may not try to cut this cord, but this is like a severance that's happening here. Like, you don't want to be concerned with someone else's issues. And I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's saying that you were over concerned with someone else's mental health, how they will take it. If it would really push someone off the edge if you walked out of this person's life or if you chose yourself. So I was like, every time you felt like you wanted to choose yourself or put something down, you worried about how saying no to someone would trigger some type of reaction, and you're tired of being concerned about another person's reaction to you being honest. You feel like you have to lie to someone. You have to tell them what they want to hear. You have to do what they want, and you don't like it. That's what I'm getting. So it's going to take a lot of strength and a lot of courage to stand up to this person. Some of you guys, it's really a job. Like at work, you could work with this person. Y'all could work together. Or this is like someone position in authority at work. If you're trying to rise in the corporate field, you may feel like someone specifically is trying to keep you from excelling or succeeding. You may be over something, but someone else is not over you. Some of you guys, someone's not over a situation. And so they find it amusing to make your life a living hell. So you quitting something cold turkey would be the person that's doing it to you, they would become unhinged. Okay? Body language. I don't know. It feels like an energy that be following you. You're not surprised though. There's like an energy that be following you, stalking you. All right? Someone here doesn't want you entertaining other options or doing other things. I don't know what this is. It's very distorted, y'all. Mutual feelings. Mutual feelings. It's very one-sided. It started off like you both wanted the same things. At least that's what this person's mouth was saying. And now you're coming to like realization that this person was all cap or they were lying. And you don't want to care. Like you don't want. You're finding the inner strength to face something that you were afraid to say. Like, I don't care. You know what? I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't give a fuck. And it's like, oh, that feels so good to say that. But something was trying to make you feel like you didn't want to say that. Or you didn't want to do that. So you're about to do something to really sever a cord. Sever a contract, sever a cord, sever all forms of communication. Even if it meant that you were making someone else's life easier. You're about to sever that too. It's been a long time coming. But I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it is. Someone's never going to change until they're held accountable for something. And that's a fact. You're seeing that now. Orphan in reverse. All right. You no longer have an abandonment wound that may have trauma bond you to someone. You could have felt like this person, you knew this person in a past life, but you healed. This person didn't grow up. And now this person wants to distort your intuition and you're not surprised. Okay. This person wants to be able to lie to you and sew buttons onto your eyes. Express your love. So this may have been really difficult for you to, this may have been like a real big blockage. Okay, you could have been married to this person with wedding here. All right, or this is someone that you wanted to marry and you thought you would spend the rest of your life with this person. Come to find out that they're a liar. So it's going either one or both ways. This is why someone doesn't want you to, like, it's all clicking for you now. It's like you've come to a realization that someone is like not over something. Someone isn't healed, and they will never heal. So you have some type of realization that the reason there's no higher purpose to this situation or something like that. But it seems like someone was trying to convince you that you're not over something. But really, they were projecting onto you because they're not over something. Someone isn't over a past relationship or something like that they couldn't change. Okay. And it's like you figured out what someone's ultimate problem is. But how you may have had to get the truth, it may have been very inconspicuous. Like you had to read between the motherfucking lines when it comes to the situation. You had to hear something for yourself. And I feel like there's nothing more to say. This ain't the one for you. So let's see about you. Let's see about you. Loyalty in reverse. So yeah, you're severing some type of promise, pinky promise, some type of loyalty that you may have proclaimed to someone. Someone refused to let you make it about you because they're making it about themselves. Social status. Oh wow, you're gonna go so much further once this cord is cut. This person is blocking your abundance in life, your blessings, sweet success. When I tell you that you are about to experience a lot of social status, you're about to raise to the next level, and it all comes from severing some type of loyalty pattern that you had with someone. Of like, maybe we can like go through life together and fight, and I could be like their earth angel, and we can have like this Bonnie and Clyde type of energy. But this ain't the person that you thought that they were. It's so like you have always been able to be successful, have prosperity by yourself. But it seems like you tried to take someone with you. And trying to take this person with you there's so much baggage that came with this situation. And this was someone that was lying to you. I don't know how you found out the truth. But you did. And you're not someone that even cares about the money, fame, success. You're just an earth angel that's meant to learn life lessons. And this was a part of one of those lessons. So the power of prayer. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. Okay? So some of you guys have been praying for this connection to heal, to work out, for it to repair itself. And because it came up in reverse, I feel like if you have been praying, for those of you that have been praying to fix the situation, praying for this connection to work out, it's like you have to forgive this person, forgive yourself, give this person back to a higher power, give them back to God. If you really love this person and you want to see them grow, praying for them to get better so you can be with them is really going to stunt their growth, because this person avoids their own healing journey and working on themselves based off of who they're able to use, who they're able to lie to in order to avoid accountability. And so it's like the prayers that you could give to pray for another person. You're being asked to pray for your own prosperity, to pray for courage, to pray for strength, to pray for clarity, to pray for you to be in divine alignment with your soul's purpose. And this way, anything that isn't in alignment with you, you would allow God to remove it. So that way you're not taking matters into your own hands and learning lessons. Yeah, so that's kind of what I have for you, collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Until next time. Bye-bye.